Today's roundtable is going to be somewhat special since I have been entrusted with the task of questioning, interviewing a very prominent character in our society who has had who has a very kaleidoscopic, charismatic story when you look at from his childhood to achieving great heights as a renowned businessman, as a renowned newly entered politician, and also who's known to be a person who's very straightforward and a person who has a passion in delivering what he promises. He is Mr. Thelanga Sumathipala, who hardly needs any introduction to all of us. Good evening to you, Mr. Sumathipala.
Good evening,
and
Mahesh.
Nice to have you on the round table. And I'm sure that this discussion is going to be a very, very prolific one. And I'm sure that you are going to answer my questions with profound, in-depth understanding with all your exposures and experience. Well, before I start this program, I had a question: how should I introduce you? Because in your career, in your character, we see few main areas where you have excelled at. So, would you like me to introduce you as a businessman or a politician? I need a reasoning out for your answer as well.
Well, I'm known to be as an administrator than a politician or a businessman, because I've been involved with public office like Sri Lanka Cricket, Telecom, Mobitel, and managing my business enterprise, as well as involved with so many other associations, various national projects and things like that. So obviously I would like people to remember me as an administrator.
As an administrator. Well, okay. If you call yourself an administrator, with experience in both private and public sector, what is your perspective with regard to prevailing political culture in this country?
Well, I mean, we have experienced over the last 25 to 30 years. If you go back to 1970, when Sirima Bandaranaike, Madam, was the Prime Minister then, and she had a different economic policy, and then the world economy and the world policy was different, and there were two extremes, one with the policy of liberalized environment, market economy, and then our left-led governments chose to have restricted, localized economic policies. Then we see in 1977 UNP coming back to power, and then it gets liberalized, market economy takes off the ground. In 1970, when Mrs. Bandaranaike started it, in 71 we had the insurgents, JVP broke out, and then 1977 when J.R. Jayawardena, former president, took office, and within few years LTT started their activities. And by 83 they went into a very high position. In 88 again we experienced with JVP in the southern part of Sri Lanka pushing for their activities. So with all that experience, we come into 1994, change of government, and Chandrika Bandaranaike, Madam, takes over the head of the state position. She runs for 11 years. She tries various angles. She works with peace process with people who would like to go for a non-military offensive action against terrorism. She tries that. She tries to be very offensive at once, and then she tried to work with all the other political parties, trying to change the constitution. She fails. And then
You said that she failed.
I think she couldn't bounce back with the economic condition, and she couldn't improve the economy at the later part of her second term. She couldn't deliver it, and then as a result there was a change of government in 2001 late, and that's how Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe coming back to power in 2001 to 2004. And again 2004 people decided otherwise, and then the whole country decided, no, this is not the way to go. So when you go back to 2005, all these politicization, political situations, political reasons, when current President Mahinda Rajapaksa took over office, then he was saddled with a minority government, because 2004 government couldn't even appoint the speaker of the house at the parliament. So with the minority government, hang parliament, he takes over the president. And by that time, here we see a huge experience of 30 to 35 years or maybe more of our political reasons, regional politics of Asia, global political environment, economic policies, our natural resources, and our local industries, and industries which supply on demand to region and Europe and America. So various things have happened over last so many years. So current president, His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa, decided no, peace process is not going to work, and LTT is not willing to put their arms down and come for a total solution. So obviously either they genuinely come for talks or we go offensively and finish it off. It was a huge challenge. When you look at when former President J.R. Jayawardena couldn't do it, Ranasinghe Premadasa couldn't do it, former President D. Wijetunga couldn't do it, and Chandrika Bandaranaike couldn't do it. So when His Excellency takes the challenge of the decision to eradicate terrorism in this country, while they were so strong from 83 to 2008, 2009, LTT was so strong. I mean, they were strong in every aspect, raising funds all over the world, having their own naval base, aircrafts, and effective army people trained with suicides. And southern India, they were well established. All over the world, people are contributing money with so many bank accounts. So it was not the LTT movement which 83 J.R. Jayawardena could have tackled when Mahinda Rajapaksa government took over in 2005. Such a complex, such a effective terrorism organization. So once we complete that exercise by 18th of May 2009, now we are faced with a different challenge altogether. This challenge has to be managed. This challenge is not easy as what people think of. You need a lot of experience, you need a lot of planning, you need to get the right people on the job, you need to associate the right people around the region, like your neighbors like India, Pakistan, China, then this side Dubai, Middle East, all the other countries, and then Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Indonesia. So this is a time, this is our time of foundation. These 2 years, I mean from 2010 to 2012, at least 2 years, we need to put our foundation right. If you want to build this country, it is the foundation which will rely on our strength. So this is the time that we have to understand what are the strengths of our country. What do we have to offer for the people of this country, people outside this country. So when we have the right composition to put our foundation right, then we can think of slowly expanding ourselves, developing ourselves, offering our services. We are not isolated a single country any longer. We are a global player. Though we are a tiny small country within Asian region, we are a very powerful small tiny dynamic. We have beautiful opportunity in the world market. We are a dynamite in the sense that we can really develop in such a way effectively. We can improve this country, which can be very proud of. All of us can be very proud of. So that is what exactly happening with His Excellency's plan. I mean, when you look at his Brighter Future document, which
the second version of Mahinda Chintana Manifesto.
Yes, the Brighter Future that is vision for the future. He says that the Mahinda Chintana vision for the future till